example? Like, should we be, trying to work things out to a point where we get up early and stuff like that? Might be a bit cute. Jack and Glenn, your mic's already open, so go for it.
Yeah, I think with all due respect to him, though, it was like, I understand where she kind of coming from a little bit. She want to spend some time with him. Again, we talk about them getting to know each other. And so now if she's getting up at dark 30, which is like, real early, and he went to bed late, that's a different, that's a different story. But again, my biggest issue with her, she's not willing to compromise. If we can compromise, maybe on Monday, Tuesdays, and Saturdays, you get up early, we can have breakfast together, set a schedule. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I'll let you sleep late. Set a schedule, for you just to keep nagging. I think TV made it to be a bigger issue. I know he was like, oh, I want to sleep. But again, I need some more context. How long are you sleeping, Vincent? Are you sleeping till noon? Or are you sleeping till whatever? And we don't know. Is Brianna at home all day? Is she, during the pandemic? Is she at home? Is she going to work? Is she leaving to go out to the office? Is she at the house? If she's at the house, let the man sleep, because you got to go to work, and let him get up, and then y'all can have a conversation. If he want to see you off. And I just, from my experience, when Jackie used to work at the hospital, when she used to work for the hospital and she used to get up, I used to make sure I was up. Hey, see you later, have a good day, talk to you later, and maybe go back to bed, or sometimes when I work nights. So you got to be able to communicate that and work on that issue. Again, it goes to communication. It goes to, I think, Bree not wanting to change, and she wanted to have stuff the way, her way. Again, if he's tired, he's not a morning person. Like I said, I just need some more context. Is he coming home at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning? Is he coming home at 9 and sleeping until 8:30? Just more context will help us understand even more about sleeping. But just a sleeping piece, man, you can get up a little bit and say goodbye to your wife, or give her a kiss, and go out the door and come back to bed.
Yeah, that's what we talked about. It's like, we have to put it in perspective. Like, how early are you getting up, Brianna, that you're expecting him to get up, and how late is he sleeping? Because it's one thing to say he's sleeping till 9 o'clock. It's another thing to say he's sleeping till noon. It's one thing if you get up at 7, as opposed to as if Brianna gets up at 4 or 5. Like, I would probably expect Vincent to get up that early, but she does need to work on compromise. Absolutely. Because she didn't do that at all. She was like, well, if you go to bed earlier, you can get up earlier. No, that's not the compromise. How about the compromise is, like they said, how about 2 days a week? I'm going to let you sleep in. I'm not even going to bother you. Go ahead and sleep in, babe. Another compromise. But that was from Vincent's side. Like my husband said, get up. All right, babe. Have a good day. Kiss, kiss, hug, hug, and go back to sleep. And we just didn't see any compromise there. But like he said, I need perspective, because my husband's the early morning person. I'm like Talisa. I don't sleep late. Like, I'm always going to wake up at 8 o'clock. No matter what happens. If I go to bed at 1, I'm going to wake up at 8. For some people, that's late, because you got really early risers. My husband knows she good. I know she's already there. He don't bother me. I don't bother him.
I just be getting my work done. It is what it is. It's nice and quiet. You get your work done.
Are you trying to say I'm loud?
I'm just trying to say we share an office.
Good save. Beautiful, bro. Appreciate it. Yeah. August Love, I get your perspective as well. What do you think? Sleeping in, is it a bit too much to be asking for someone to sleep in, or is the brother just want some sleep up in here?
Well, I'm going to start off by saying I am married to Brianna. This guy right here wants you to wake up at the butt crack of dawn because he is up at the butt crack of dawn. And that's just not me. I remember when we first moved in together, I was working retail. So if anybody's ever worked retail, you do not have a consistent schedule at all, ever. So I would be working until 9:30, 10 o'clock some evenings. And what am I getting up at 8 a.m. for the next day? I'm not going to work at 8 a.m. The mall doesn't even open until 10.
I hear that.
So when you're looking at it from that standpoint, why do you need me to get up? Is it you want to spend time with me? Okay, we can spend time with each other, but like, let me have my sleep. Because I am coming home later. If I'm not getting off until 9:30, I'm not getting home until 10. We don't know Vincent's work schedule. And like, we live in Atlanta, he lives in Atlanta.
He working hard.
We think that traffic stops at 7:30, 8 o'clock here. It does not. You could go out at 1 o'clock in the morning and the freeway can be backed up. And you're like, what is everybody doing? But when you look at it from that standpoint, I think she is going to have to figure out whatever her compromise is. Like he got his, and now we got this baby, and she's flipped the whole schedule upside down. But I think that started before we got pregnant with her, because he was back in school. So when he went back to school to get his master's in accounting, his nights started getting later and later, and I was still up sometimes with him, and then I would be going to bed early, and he would still be up 1-2 o'clock in the morning studying for a test, writing whatever he had to write for class. So now he's gotten to the point where he's staying up later, and I don't think we have sleep arguments anymore. I think we're both trying to just get a nap when we can. Would you agree?
Are you done?
I'm done.
Okay. So everything she said was not true. So this is it. This is what happened. So when we first got together, I was Bree when we first got together. But then I realized it was like, man, I don't want to be up with her. I kind of want my personal time. Like one thing we did do was, like I would leave to go to work because I was working, have to be at work at 7 o'clock. We would pray, get up and pray. And then she'd go back to sleep and I'd leave and go to work. You know what I'm saying? That's the only time I would wake her up. And us doing that got us to the point to now it's like I sneak out the bed and just go do what I need to do. But what I feel like Bree needs to understand when it comes to that, you're not going to eat breakfast with your spouse. Every morning, you guys aren't going to be on the same page. So, I mean, it's cool if both of y'all say, hey, Wednesday, we're going to wake up, we're going to cook breakfast, we're going to eat breakfast before we get ready to go. But, I mean, you have to just, live a normal life because you treat people the way you want to be treated. Nobody wants to be waking out of their sleep if they don't have to. So don't wake this man up out of his sleep. Now, if the man is just being straight up lazy and not doing anything, then yeah, I can see your point. But, we all know, what you can obviously see, with her, she didn't say that's the point. You know what I'm saying? She's saying he's working. She's saying he's doing this. Just leave the man alone. Let the man sleep, man, because obviously, he's doing something right. Y'all still together, so.
And one of those things that she said was he was up on his phone late at night. Like, we don't know if he's checking emails. We don't know what he's doing. And unless she's asking specific questions, she doesn't really know either. So he could be still technically working. I just feel like, you throw out a couple of days, just make the agreement that, okay, every Wednesday we're going to get up and we're going to have breakfast together. Every Saturday we're going to get up and have breakfast together. Every Sunday we're going to get up and have breakfast together. And let him sleep the rest of the days. But set a day of the week that you guys can agree on and move on. He doesn't have to get up just because you're up. Nobody is buying a car at 6 a.m. That's what he does for a living. Why is he up at 6 a.m. because you're awake? That just doesn't make sense. That's it.
Good points. Damn, if someone's buying a car at 6 a.m., I want to know who they are. Stephanie, go for it.
I just think she's being annoying, to be honest. I love Bree, I love Vincent, but if she's just being annoying, it has the sprinkle of the honeymoon phase where you think you're going to do everything together and you think, I drink coffee. I love coffee. My husband does not. When we first got married, I was like, oh, we're going to get up. We're going to drink coffee together. He doesn't drink it. So now what? You just have to respect who people are. I think it's a good compromise to pick some days that you can get up together. But even that will change because life will change. This baby he's begging for will wake him up in due time. And then you're no longer sleeping in because I like to sleep in too. And now that has changed. So I just think she, it's her. I really love Brianna, but it's her way. Even the way she responded, it's well, if you get up earlier, you can be more productive. So what she's saying is not even, I want to spend time with you. At least that would be cute. Oh, I want to spend time with you. I miss you. I'd roll my eyes still, but at least it'd be okay. But she's saying you need to do it this way because this is the better way to do it. But some people are better at night. I'm better at night. I mean, not since I've had a baby, but before baby, I was a night owl. I really get going. I'm more creative. My husband is meditating at 5:30 in the morning. I'd sooner jump off of something, but he loves it, you know? I mean, so it's kind of like, just let him do him. And if that man is tired, that really bothered me for him because I feel like he's asking for permission to sleep and he can't be himself. And if you feel judged by your spouse, then you're not going to be comfortable in your home. And then you're not going to be your real self. And then 5 years later, it's like, who did I marry? Well, I've been lying this whole time. Because it starts with a little thing and then you start changing a lot of things to accommodate that person. It gets old quick. So she needs to just relax.
Love that point. Phew, Talisa, what you saying, girl?
I'm gonna say that, you know, she made a comment that said, you know, he'll ask for 30 minutes, but be sleep 3 hours longer. That means he's tired. If I ask for 30 minutes and I tell you I'm going to get up in 30 minutes and I don't get up in 30 minutes, that means I am physically exhausted. Let me rest, because when I'm rested, I'm a better person. I'm happier. I'm not snappy. I can be more productive. When I'm tired, I'm gonna be looking at you like, okay, so what you want to do? Eat breakfast together? Okay. You know what? I don't really want this. I have a whole attitude because you woke me up and my body says, right? You're doing what your body tells you to do. It's not that I just want to lay here unless, you know, he's low-key depressed or something, but that's not what we're getting, right? We're not getting that he's having some kind of mental health issue. We're getting that he's exhausted. And then there was something, you know, because I hear her saying like she's doing it every day, but is she? Or is she doing it on her days off? Like on Saturday and Sunday when she's off and he's still resting because he was out until all night delivering cars. And now he has to do it again. I'm just kind of wondering, I'm probably like car broker days are busier on the weekend. So I don't know. I'm just in my mind trying to figure out, when is she doing this? And is she considering his schedule and what he's experiencing? Because, you know, like Stephanie said, she's annoying. Also, I think it's a little selfish, right? Like, because what we're not going to do is wake me up. Well, that's just not what we're going to do. You're going to never want to wake me up again after, like, I done told you once, let me rest, you know, because at first let me rest. I'm gonna get up, you know, maybe first 2 times. The 3rd time, the dragon is going to get unleashed and you're going to be like, I'm never going to wake that girl up again, ever. She gets up whenever she wants to, like, period, the end.